Listen up, all you jambronis and young people out there and people new to carrying. I got something to tell you about today, and that is the excellent Tulster holsters and a brand new one I can tell you about right now, brother. If you don't know who I am, I'm Daniel Segal, aka Dan the Wolfman. If you don't know who that is, look up YouTube, look up the websites, do some research on who I am, what my experience, different training, adventures around the world, my combatives of street jiu-jitsu, instructional DVD, keeping everybody safe, carrying, just going through SWAT school, all that kind of stuff, actor, stuntman, etc. But listen up, guys. I'm just trying to have a little fun. This is important. When you're new to carrying, everybody is way too worried that everybody is staring at them. They're so worried they're doing something wrong. You're not doing something wrong. That is your God-given, universally given right that no one should be able to take away from you or anybody or any woman or any man or any disabled person, the right to self-preservation of yourself, your family, your loved ones, and the good people around you being a protector. Anyway, guys, everyone thinks that they got to carry like inside waistband, back here, hidden, hurting their back, 3:30 to 5 o'clock. That isn't the case, okay? I only did it for a few days until I realized what's up. And then, guys, am I carrying right now? I got some holsters over here to show you. You guys think I'm carrying right now? You might spot me a little bit, and that's just because this is a brand new green shirt Tulster sent me. But this is going to change carrying for a lot of you and make it comfortable. All right? Did you notice? Did you notice? You wouldn't have noticed. You wouldn't have noticed. And I'm showing you some stuff that's going to be coming up in my reviews. Some stuff I carried and shot today. Upcoming reviews on my channel, Dan the Wolfman, and my new channel, Pew Reviews. All right? Do you know what a Bull M5 is? Probably not. Did you notice what else I'm carrying? What I carried today to the range and after for my own personal protection? That's the new Contour holster. Okay? But I carry usually with Tulster every single day. Okay? I got the profile holster for John Wick's Long Boy right there. And yeah, it conceals it very well. And I swapped it out to the double DLC grips, which I love, because then it's a bedtime gun. I can throw it in my waistband, my shorts, my jiu-jitsu. Now we're going to talk about the Contour, but did you guys realize I got a backup for the Ruger Max 9 Pro that I'm reviewing? Not all pistols are mine. They're test and evaluation. Not all I keep. Oh yeah, and don't forget your Echo Mag carrier for your backup. Why do you carry a backup? You're probably not going to need. Yeah, unless you get shot in the hand or you're so nervous that you drop the magazine. Okay? Because these things happen, or you get a mouth, and the fastest way to clear it, most importantly, is the reload. Okay? Or they're down, you emptied your gun, and now you need to evaluate the situation, maybe evaluate the bad guy in the gun, and you reload from behind cover before you advance. Even if you don't fire, that is extremely, extremely common. Echo Mag carrier. Okay, let's talk about the Contour. So you see I have it on. You wouldn't have noticed that I had this black shirt, pro-American shirt that I had on earlier. You wouldn't have noticed because I carry in black or dark gray pretty much, and this is a little form-fitting because it hasn't been washed yet. Okay? You wouldn't have noticed something like this. Why? Because look at the grip. It is contouring to my body. All outside waistband holsters do not do this. Okay, so I carried inside waistband, tried that whole like 3:30, 4 o'clock thing a few times. And beyond like super discreet work carry, and nowadays you probably do something else and just appendix or, you know, pocket carry with a micro 9mm micro compact. You know, I've reviewed a lot of those, have videos on those. But anyway, let's look at the Contour, and I'll explain what it is, and then compare it to Brand X. And I'm not bad-mouthing Brand X. You know, for cheap intro, it's not horrible. There's certainly a lot worse out there. But what separates this apart? Now, I could carry in this when I started because, you know, I'm a big guy with a little fluff. But a lot of you are really worried about printing. You don't need to be, at least not in, you know, the most of the free-ish America, not in, you know, a couple states you got to worry more about it, know your laws. I'm not a lawyer. You got to worry about it or worry about bending over printing, which we'll talk about why this has an advantage over Brand X. So the new contour, guys, this is a contour. The one on my hip is a contour. It is not for this pistol. It happens to fit. I wanted to show it off, okay? This is a Glock holster, as everybody knows. I'm not a Glock fanboy. So, but I do stuff Tulster probably doesn't tell you to do, and I don't do, to put other pistols that happen to fit expertly in them. And I even have video running and gunning with this holster, running and gunning in a upcoming review on a Grand Power. Okay, so you might want to check that out. So I ran and gun with it, and it was perfect, but I don't recommend that. Tulster doesn't. Okay, the contour, guys, makes it comfortable and discreet and much better hidden because it turns it into your body and it's rounded off on the bottoms. So it is contoured into your body, just like everyone's switching to appendix now, like I did a 1.5 years, 2 years ago. Appendix now, even a big guy with a belly in his 40s, you know, with a good wing, a good claw, and a good pad on the bottom, you can push in and you can hide something just like John Wick's Longboy. And yes, this is in the safety model, but I digress. John Wick's Longboy there. Yeah, this holster, I didn't expect the profile to be this good because I just got this profile, and I have other oaths and profiles, and this is a new oath for the Ruger Max 9 Pro, or Ruger Max 9. Very good stuff, guys. But anyway, the contour. Let's get into that. I just want to show you that, look, you can conceal better than you think, especially if you have black, darker shirts with some writing on it, you know, to be a visual distraction up to that point. Okay, so most importantly, besides it's pulled into your body, and you probably can't see it, but you can notice it when I'm carrying. Okay, it's going to be hard to tell on camera. But the bottom and the top, this is actually, so the wings are flared in here. Okay, let's call those wings just for the purposes of the video. These wings are kind of flared in, and that tucks it around your body where it should be at 3 o'clock. You could also adjust for height and can even mix match, by the way, guys, to do cans. So you can change it by 3/4 of an inch, I think, up and down. You can lower it or high, or you could can't if you want it. I like a 3 o'clock straight jaw, both when I carried outside the waistband, or occasionally, very occasionally still, or like on the way. I carry that way on the way when I'm going to IDPA and action pistol, and if I get back into USPSA or not, we'll see. Which is another thing is why this is great. This has the RAS system. So it already came about, you know, 3/4-ish of the way up. That's the RAS system. Okay. So before we finish with that, so it's contoured wrapped. You understand that? But it actually pulls this into that. It's a very slight degree compared to Brand X for the very same pistol. Okay. This is very straight. This is kind of more angled. It seems like they found a way to wrap it more and angle it more to the contours of your body. So yes, it actually makes a difference. If you notice this compared to this, see all the extra material back here? Like this part where people print, it's rounded off, really nice. And it's maybe, let me put them here. Okay, so this is taller and it's longer, bottom to top. So at the top it's higher, Brand X, compared to the contour, and high. So that matters in states where you gotta worry about any showing if you aren't able to open carry, even if you have a concealed weapons card or CCW, bending over to pick something up, especially grocery shopping, or like shopping, you gotta worry about that. So this is better, honestly, than Brand X if you're worried about concealment. Okay, and especially because it pulls it in, just like AIWB good holsters do with the wing and the pad and all that. This pulls the grip in. I mean, this is a pretty good stout gun, you know? Bull M5, is it a 1911? Is it 2011? I don't know. Is it FUD when it's a 9mm and it's awesomely good capacity? I don't know. I don't think so. So, you know, that's kind of a John Wick gun too, at least the one I could afford. So, maybe upcoming John Wick type of videos, just like my Fight Like John Wick videos. Anyway, guys, it's awesome. Just know that. Just get it, okay? Well, you want to make it simple? Just get it. You never carried outside waistband because you're like, no way, that's only for open carry. You're wrong. The contour is game-changing. A bigger guy like me could get away with it anyway, like with Brand X, because, you know, black shirts and muffin and muscles and America, baby, just like Guile, okay, right? But this makes it better. And so for your new carriers that are worried about it, for your skinny boys out there, for your young boys out there, girls, whatever, you don't got to worry about it. And it's so much more comfortable, especially, like, I like appendix, but I never like inside waistband at 3 o'clock. It's just not really comfortable. Inside waistband at like 3:30, 4:30. I never found that very comfortable. And you had to worry about bending over and then your back and it's offset. I like 3 o'clock and I like appendix. But everyone worries. Most people stay years back here in IWB and they never tried concealing with outside waistband. This is the holster you want to get. Now let's talk more about the retention system. So this retention adjustment system, it really is, folks. So I think both of them, the ones that they sent me to test and evaluate, are about 2/3 of the way down. Now these aren't going to be available October 8th, but they are on the website now. So go to Tulster and take a look, guys. Take a look and check it out. All you do is you take your little Phillips, you adjust it up and down, and it's in the small slot, and up and down, and boom, down's looser, up goes to really tight. So I like about somewhere between 2/3 and all the way up. And there's actually 2 spots in there that I would play with for my concealed carry needs typically. Now, having said that, if I was going to 3-gun on the ground through mud, then if I know I'm hitting the deck and doing crazy stuff, guys, for competitors, boom, you pull it up really nice, you adjust it really fast, it's boom, it's that fast, and now you get serious retention. How much retention? This is about 2/3. Enough to handle the little bit of bounce up and down shake test, okay? And if you put it all the way up, like if you had to work in a environment where you're security, law enforcement, or at work and you wanted more retention, you know, if you were open carrying, like working at a gun shop or something, or you even concealed, but you wanted more retention, just turn it up. Oh, what, you're doing USPSA now? Instead of buying all these other holsters, just lower it down if you wanted a quicker draw and you're not jumping and moving and running around. But the way it came, probably, 60 to 75% up, 75, I think, maybe, was perfect. And guys, it really works, and it's really just fast. I just pushed my finger there to the back, boom, 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 slide down. I heard a couple like clicks. I think it's just a screw. I don't know if they got some D&D D20 magic going on there or what, but it works. So the retention system works. Less this way, less material, rounded off, works. Contouring around your body works, but not only but it's the way they contour the contour holster. So look, it literally, instead of this with all this space like maybe competition guys want, it's this. And I didn't like even competing because competition should be for if you ever really need it. And I've had way too many instances where I've needed it, but didn't have to pull the trigger. And just like most Americans, yeah, CDC hit the studies, it's more like 2 to 3 million times, even if the good guys only actually fire like 268 times a year. 2 to 3 million times defensive display of gun. I got a gun, get away from me, get my hands on it, or this kind of thing, depending on your state brandishing laws and aggravated assault laws and situation, etc. But holster guys, look, some of you may have spotted one. You didn't spot 3 pistols I was carrying, including 2 very big ones and 1 micro, and a mag carrier, right? Let's remember this. And this is a tight down here green shirt because they didn't know that the Wolfman is so buff and manly and kind of burly and likes to eat, right? So, boom. Wonderful. Again, it's not designed for this, and yet I'm finding it works rather well. Don't recommend that, not legally recommended that, meat or holster, there, boom. Okay, so, boom, you got this. Boom, been carrying already. This is now going to be my go-to holster, the original holster, the profile holster. Boom, you see my hips rock forward, bam, barrel pointed away. Be safe, everybody. Watch your back, watch your 6. And now the Oath, I was one of the first to review the Oath holsters. Optics ready. Not a lot of you kids are running red dots. Sometimes even Dan the Wolfman, Daniel Segal, runs red dots too. Maybe even did it at SWAT school. So, everyone else was running Glock 17s, Glock 19s. Not me. Okay, anyway. Boom. There we go. It's great. I mean, it's great. The retention and everything is great, guys. You want a holster that you can hear that audible click in whenever possible. You want to be able to shake it. I mean, you're not going to jump up and down 80 feet, but you want to be able to jump up and down a bit, careful, unloaded, and make sure, you know, above your bed, so like it only drops a foot and you don't bang your sights out of alignment or ding stuff. Okay, empty, 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 empty. Triple check always, guys. Newbies out there, don't just check once. When you're tired, exhausted, stressed out, the wife just yelled at you, the dog's barking. Always be in the habit. Triple check that chamber, boys and girls. Okay, and I think that's about it. But it could change carrying for you. And I'm not lying. If you haven't tried outside waistband, or you tried it with a crappy holster, it's time to try it with this kind of ground-breaking, contouring, keeping the grip in your body, made for concealment holster. And guys, even if you're like sometimes competition guy, now you can use the same holster. And you're training in comms with your actual carry gear. And if you need to adjust it up or down because you're going to dive through a muddy pile, you can. I like it, you know, a good amount of yank retention, you know, first here. So you can, you know, you got to like, oh shit, I'm in a good fight. Boom, I need it. Boom. Okay. So, contour, the oath, the profile. Check them out. I really also, guys, I love dual DLC clips. You can get that and switch it to the profile now, especially for bigger guns or guns that I'm going to use for home defense. So like I said, I put them in my shorts as well, or my jiu-jitsu pants. Dan the Wolfman, thumbs up, share, subscribe, get in the comments. What do you think of